So how is everyone? Is everyone else off for the bank holiday? I guess maybe it isn't a bank holiday in the Republic. Probably just a UK thing, actually. Or, well, I guess I'm keeping. This hand is not great. Well, maybe this hand is just a bad keep, actually. So many decks in Modern that a removal spell's not even good against. Though a deck with Temple Garden, Fatal Push is going to be great. So I think I'm going to lead with Push. This is presumably some collected company deck. One of many. Well, I guess I'm going to be taking both their spells this turn. And then Ronus. Huh. This is indestructible, right? So I can't even Maelstrom Pulse it. I suppose there's worse things for them to draw in that spot than Ronus. Guess I have to kill every other creature they play now for the rest of the game. Oh, that's really good as well. Gets back Kitchen Finks. Oh, how did we lose this game? Gets back Court of Calling? Oh, that's fine. I can Stubborn Denial that. Kitchen Finks would be considerably more worrying. Oh my god, am I just awful at tapping for this? Okay, Death Shadow helps. Okay, so their hand is just Court of Calling. But this is a 3-3. Ah! Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Oh boy. Okay, this is fine. We can force spike it. Though I suppose if they had courted for any 2-drop, we could have fatal pushed it, but man, that was almost really awkward. Horizon Canopy being sacked is fine. 3-drop. Not Eternal Witness. Kitchen Finks is also not great for me. It's not great. Vern Hadcombs helps. That helps a lot. So suppose I can fetch, push, snapcaster, push. The fetch puts me to 7. I mean, I have a 6/6 that attacks him. This thing on its own doesn't trample. Yeah, I guess I'm doing that. So we're 1 point short. Oh, maybe if they have to spend mana on that Horizon Canopy. 0 remedies. So they don't. Let's gar ourselves. We draw fetch land. It's lethal. Anyway, if dealing 1 damage to ourselves would be lethal here. If this was an instant speed removal spell, it would also have lethal. But it is a sorcery, unfortunately. Well, I've got 2 lethal things unless they play a Kitchen Finks. Or Company and did something. This could... Tireless Tracker. Fiend Hunter. Oh my god. So we have to cycle this. Hope to draw a removal spell for Fiend Hunter. No. So we're dead, right? Man. So what could we have done differently this game? We could have... I would have to... I guess I'm going to rewatch this game after the stream. It's a very weird way to do this. So if I killed the Tireless Tracker, it wouldn't even be lethal. Interesting. I cannot believe we lost that game. Our opponent had no spells in their hand on turn 2, and nothing in play. And somehow we lost. Yeah, that was impressive. So I'll play this and pass. Just gonna fail to push the bird. delta and pass. Vizier, sure. Going to try to push that as well. Need to draw a creature. Maybe I'm supposed to pay 2 life to that overgrown tomb there, just so when we draw a Death Shadow we can cast it. It would be nice to draw Liliana. Hopefully they don't play. I guess any of their 3s actually here are quite bad for me. Kitchen Finks is really good, and Eternal Witness is really good. Looks like a Kitchen Finks. Yeah. So any creature. Or Polluted Delta. Duskwatch Recruiter. Okay. Vizier of Remedies. Sure. Definitely have to kill that. Probably have to kill that as well. Tassiger. That's a good draw. So we'll pay 2 life here. Play Tassiger. Yeah, I'm going to exile the spells, because I don't actually want to draw these spells in particular right now. I'll take a blind flip for something else. This is getting pathed. It's making green, so it doesn't look like it. Another Kitchen Finks, that's fine. Okay, it doesn't have Path Exile mana. I'm not going to play around Dismember. Okay, I didn't get anything. So we can Snapcaster Thoughtscour. Going to pass though, because I want to hold up and Dispel for Collected Company, Court of Calling, Path Exile. Duskwatch is really good. I don't have a removal spell in my graveyard for it, unfortunately. So we will activate Tasker again. Get back a Thoughtscour by the looks of things. Liliana. This is really not amazing. This Duskwatch Recruiter could end me pretty quickly. Guess I got really punished for exiling the spells from my graveyard. I did so to try and draw like more creatures, but I drew both of my Snapcaster Mages. I don't have any removal spells to flash back, so to kill this Duskwatch Recruiter. The Lyanna doesn't kill it either. I suppose I just pass here and it flips. No, I cast Thoughtscour, it doesn't flip. This didn't go well at all. Yeah, so this time I'm just going to Snapcaster Thoughtscour at end of turn. Okay, opponent missed with Duskwatch Recruiter. Guess that makes up for my missing with Tasigur. Another Kitchen Finks, okay. Well, they need a land to cast it, which they don't seem to have. I suppose I can draw for my turn before cycling that. No, I might draw Fatal Push. No, I cast it here. Thoughtscour, okay. Thoughtseize. Well, let's see what we get with Thoughtscour. Tarmogoyf is not bad. We did hit a Maelstrom Pulse. This isn't too bad. Where's the 5/6, which is not a small man. Fatal Push, Fiend Hunter, Kitchen Finks. So we want to take Fiend Hunter. Attack with Tasigur. This is okay. I was expecting this to happen, and I understand my opponent is Township, but I would be shocked if they activate Township on their next turn. So this lets me set up for Snapcaster Maelstrom Pulse. They Fatal Push here, we dispel the Fatal Push. So their hand right now is Kitchen Finks and an unknown card. If they cast Kitchen Finks, that's fine. I imagine their play is going to be activate Duskwatch Recruiter, cast Kitchen Finks. Yeah. They missed again, right? Cast Kitchen Finks. Damnation. So we can Snapcaster Maelstrom Pulse the Kitchen Finks. This is Gets one back. Attack with both of these. I dispel over denial. The stubborn denials, I've boarded them out. There are stubborn denials in this deck. Oh, I can block here. But it activates Township. We still trade. They get their Kitchen Finks back. Then I can Liliana plus on it. Yeah, I boarded out the Stubborn Denials and boarded in Dispels because, well, Dispel. Yeah. It's good against that, good against Collected Company, and they board in. Good against Collected Company, good against Court of Calling, and they board in more things. They board in, what you call it? Blanking on the name of it. They board in Fatal Pushes and Path to Exiles as well, so they end up with a lot of targets for it post-board. This is kind of nice because now their Duskwatch Recruiter is flipped to the bad side. Okay, this actually. Wow. Okay. This lets them attack into. Oh, they could have attacked into the Tarmogoyf. That would have been a 6/6. Do I have a Death Shadow in my graveyard? No, but I do have Tassiger and Gurmag Angler. Golgari Charm. Yeah, they have Path and Push post board. Golgari Charm lets me regenerate my creatures, which is actually kind of nice here. Going to just attack with Tarmogoyf. Well, it just takes it. Interesting. I could get back a Snapcaster Mage, but I don't actually have any removal spells in my graveyard. I have Thought Seizes, Thought Scars, Dispels. I don't actually have like a Fatal Push. Yeah, I don't have a way to kill a creature in my graveyard, in my 19 card graveyard. I think I'm just gonna get back a Gurmag Angler as it's a second lethal threat. Is I think my plan. But yeah, I'd like to kill that Duskwatch Recruiter. I milled a Jace and a Dispel. I don't think I need to cast the Damnation here. I think I can just play this and then they can't really do a whole lot at the moment here, I think. Because they can't attack me here because I can like just block and regenerate. Oh, what deck were you playing? Wombats? And what round did you get featured in? Because I probably watched it. I mean, I watched almost everything. Yeah, that's fine. So I could have gotten back Snapcaster to Dispel for that, but Vizier. Viscera Seer. Okay. If he attacks with Crawling Horde Howler, I win the game. Burn. Burn's a good deck. If he attacks with Crawling Horde Howler, I can block it with Snapcaster Mage. Then, yeah, Golgari Charm, -1/-1 to all creatures. That kills Viscera Seer, Vizier of Remedies, and the Snapcaster Mage. Just make sure this doesn't trample. It does not. So yeah, I can block here, cast Golgari Charm to give all creatures -1/-1. That kills 2 of his blockers, and then I have 2 lethal things. Oh yes, I did see that match. Oh, I mean, you made day 2, so that's, I mean, a reasonable showing. I don't know, explosives in? I mean, I don't have a lot of cards that are bad here. No, there's no reason to make fun of someone for playing Burn. Burn is a very real deck. I kind of want to try these Nile Spell Bombs. I think they would be quite good here. But a top 32. I don't quite know the prize payouts for SCG events, but I imagine that you made some money with that. This hand is not amazing. It does have 3 things I can cast. I'm going to keep it because I got 3 draw steps to land. I get my draw for the turn, get a Street Wraith draw, and another draw. And I've got 2 things that I can cast with 1 mana. 3 things I can cast with 1 mana. $200. See. Man, if I had $200 whenever I was 12 years old, I would have been a happy man. Sasquatch Recruiter. Alright. Death Shadow. So, I'm just going to push that. So I wouldn't mind dismembering it, just in case. So I'm gonna dismember it in the off chance that they cast. Well, it means they can't cast Eternal Witness here. And I actually want to lose some life. Tireless Tracker. Well, I suppose I can't currently fail to push that without sacking my Nile Spellbomb. Really need to draw a fetch land here. Tarmogoyf. I think I have to just cycle this Spellbomb. It's not great. Play a fetch land? That's awkward. So I used the dismember on the thing. I See, I kind of liked the play at the time, but obviously it has really, really come back to punish me. Okay, so back in it. Out here for Ogre and Tomb. I can now play Death Shadow. Fatal Push, the Tireless Tracker, and leave open Dispel. Okay. Eternal Witness, right, right. They must not have a removal spell in their hand, because... Okay, that's a good draw. Because if they did... They would have wanted to, like, attempt to path the Death Shadow, the Eternal Witness path it. So we can play another Death Shadow. Might just play Death Shadow and Tarmogoyf here, because if we're operating... No, I want to leave open Dispel. There's really no reason not to. Wow, this has been a really interesting game, because like I could pretty much... I've had the ability to play like 2 or 3 spells like every turn for the past few turns, and I don't know if I've been playing the right ones. I feel I have to leave open Dispel at this point, because I'm just ahead right now, and like Collected Company is... I really could go wrong from here. So I'll push the Seer. I'm just fetching. Just to fetch and then scry. I'm paying a cost. Oh, cording here? Oh, cording for the... try to combo me? No. Unfortunately, that's not going to work. So I can make these 9/9s currently. Is there a reason to take damage here? I don't believe so. It's a 4/5. I'm going to just play this. Gurmag Angler. No, I'm going to play the Tarmogoyf. Cost more mana, and I would like to leave open for the ability to draw Snapcaster Mage, so I don't want to delve away all my graveyard. This is a company? No, this is the tracker. Okay. I just got to chump block both these Death Shadows now. What could they do here? They're going to sack the clue. This deck is kind of tough, kind of interesting as well. Yeah, Might and Ritual Critter Hoof. That would get me, that's for sure. So, where is everybody from? I imagine most of my viewers tend to be Irish and have found the stream through my links in the Irish Magic Facebook page, but I mean, obviously Wombats is American. Where's everyone else from? Opponent's really deep in the tank here. Denmark, nice. How did you find my stream? Did it just through the looking at who's streaming Magic at the moment on Twitch? Well, I'm honored that you've decided to come and watch me when there are plenty of other choices. So yeah, let's see how this attack goes. I don't believe I wanted to play a land there to pay life. Feels like that's a bit aggressive. Yeah, opponent has to double chump there. And now is this the company? Oh, a cord. Oh, what are they cording for? 2. Yeah, interesting. What cord target for 2 is good here? Scavenging Ooze? Okay, Scavenging Ooze is not bad. Can they eat enough card types out of the graveyard? I suppose there's one creature, but I'm about to put one back in, so that's fine. And then, well, they could have exiled. It could have exiled the Nile Spellbomb. That takes Tarmogoyf's power down. Yeah, there's too many limited streams. I agree. Watching the actual draft portion of limited is great, but the actual playing of the matches is kind of tough to watch, I find. Here comes a company. So yeah, I would die to a Fiend Hunter. Kitchen Finks and Vizier. Okay. Well, my opponent's dead, right? So I have 4 lethal threats. And they have only 3 blockers. Okay. Well, they do have to chump everything. And that kills them. I think killing the Devoted Druid is the best one to kill. Okay, managed to come back. I still am kind of in shock that we lost that game 1. That was truly unrealistic. But why does it say? Why does the 4 go down there? Is that just the way the font is? That is quite irritating. Weird font. Try again. I did not attend GP Copenhagen. The next GP I'm playing in is GP Birmingham, which is in August, and it is also modern. So I am learning how to Death Shadow people and hoping that Death Shadow doesn't get banned between now and then. I suppose if Death Shadow does get banned, I'll just play a different deck. It doesn't. I'm not super attached to it. It's just nice whenever there's a obviously best deck, so then I don't have to spend too much time thinking about what deck I'm going to play. I kind of know that I'm making the right choice. I'll be keeping this hand. So Stomping Ground, Birds of Paradise. So this could be Kiki Chord, or it could be that weird Stone Rain deck. I'm going to fetch Watery Grave and Inquisition to find out. Oh, it's a Kiki Chord list. Ah, oh, Renegade Rallier is so good. So I'm going to be taking that. I suppose. Maybe I was supposed to take Eternal Witness, just because they get back the Renegade Rallier with the Eternal Witness. Yeah, I should have taken Eternal Witness. I didn't even know there was a Birmingham in the US. I hope it's England, Birmingham. I hope that you're not wrong, we're both not wrong, and it's actually the other one. That'd be really awkward. So I'm going to take over into go to Thoughtseize. Take the Eternal Witness this So this time I understand that the Eternal Witness can get it back, but I actually kind of want to take the Collected Company here, because if they were to draw a land and cast Collected Company, that's quite bad for me, but if they don't draw a land and... Well, let's see, I could... If they don't draw a land, then I can... And the Eternal Witness back the company, I can Snapcaster Thoughtseize it. So I'm actually going to take that. And Fatal Push this Vizier. Well, to anyone who's new to the stream, thank you for tuning in. As you can see right below me, I have a bunch of social media presences. You could feel free to follow me on any of them, especially the Twitch one. If you only follow me on one, I would like it to be the Twitch one, because that one really helps the stream. Yeah, he gets back to Collected Company. But I guess I didn't have an untapped land. God, I've played this game truly horrendously. I'm just truly horrendous. And I'm not really getting punished for it. But every decision, I think I've played every turn wrong this game. Oh, I'm very happy with this trade. So what's the best thing to draw here? Like Liliana would be amazing. Either way, I can cast Tarmogoyf Tasigur. It's pretty good. 2 Duskwatches. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. God, I feel so guilty. This is just going to be a Collected Company. Yeah, to whammy me back. This is fine. No, Walking Ballista for 2. Interesting. I should have obviously played the Thoughtscar before I played the Tarmogoyf. That was just bad sequencing. So my opponent has lands in their graveyard. I don't really want to draw the sorceries, though I can get rid of the Inquisition. Get rid of Thoughtscar. Get rid of Fatal Push. Okay, so that leaves, like, maybe I was supposed to exile the Street Wraith. Yeah. The draws have been just absurdly dumb. Walking Ballista is interesting. It's not really too threatening to my stuff at the moment. Magus of the Moon. Wow. And then I draw a removal spell for it. Why delve away push? Because I didn't want to get it back with Tasigur. I can leave other spells in my graveyard. But I mean, that's probably just wrong as well. Doing this now because... Actually, no. There's no reason for me to do this now. I am truly horrendous at this. I apologize to anyone watching. If anything, you should unfollow me instead of following me. Magus of the Moon, I think, is quite good. I am not surprised to see them playing that. I think Magus of the Moon is really well positioned right now, and all like Blood Moon as well. I don't think so. I'm not worried about Ballista doing anything. I kind of need my mana. If I kill the Ballista and then the game just goes on a couple of turns and he gets to cast spells and I don't, I think that's a way I could lose the game. Especially every turn that I... Yeah, it's tough rewatching yourself play. The last GP I played in, I got 2 feature matches on the last round of day 1 and the last round of day 2, and luckily it was not a GP that was video covered, because I did not play well in my 2 feature matches. The second one I think I played reasonably well. The first one, the last round of day 1, I was so exhausted that I played abysmally. It was Kaladesh Limited. It was like the week after Kaladesh came out, so it was like the pre-release GP. So all the cards in my graveyard here are great. So I'm actually really happy with whatever they give me back. Give me back Jace Prodigy. Okay. So now they're on 3 facing Creeping Tar Pit, which is not a great spot. Obviously, they can block and kill off my Tar Pit with the Walking Ballista. Okay. A very undeserving win there. Played really, really badly. So this matchup... There's a lot of graveyard stuff. And we have to worry about getting Blood Moon as well, or Pseudo Blood Moon. So yeah, I'm swapping out the Stubborn Denials for Dispels here, because I don't believe they have any sorceries at all in their deck, and Dispel is obviously better against instants. What did I cut last time I was in this spot? Did I cut Thought Seizes? It's interesting. Watching the SCG, yeah, I've got the Dispels for Collected Company, Court of Calling, Path to Exile. Those are all the spells they'll have. I don't think they have any sorceries, so I don't think I need, like, I think Dispel is just way better than Stubborn Denial against them. There's an argument to board in Engineered Explosives. It's quite good, though I think I have enough removal. So it's interesting. So watching the SCG, Reed Duke top-aided with 3-year-old Jund, which is... And he said the reason for it was, like, he thought it had a better Collected Company matchup than, like, the Death Shadow variants, which is interesting. But this matchup seems quite good for the Death Shadow decks already. I mean, as you can see, my deck is just all very cheap interactive spells. I think I'm going to bottom that. I know I don't have a threat at the moment, but I'm multiple turns away from being able to cast it, and I would just like to draw more cheap removal. So I'm going to play Watergrave untapped and push the Hierarch. Maybe I was supposed to lead with my fetch land, because they could no, they can't Magism me because I'm killing the thing, but I suppose I want to get my fetch land into play before a potential Magus of the Moon could come down. Vizier, okay. I wanted them to play Vizier here, because that sets me up to Lilianette next turn. Yeah, they also have so many big hits, like they can kind of, even with nothing in play, nothing on board, they can draw Collected Company, hit like Kitchen Finks plus Eternal Witness, get back the Collected Company, do it again, and kill you. So they can kill you with 0 cards, and like come way back into a game of 0 cards, because you can always just Collected Company into Eternal Witness. So do I want to play Tarmogoyf here, or play the fetch land? So I could play fetch land and fetch, like... I mean, I don't think I'm beating Magus of the Moon at all, so I'm just going to play the Tarmogoyf. If they play Magus of the Moon this turn, good beats. They have to draw it, and I imagine they've only got 1. Because even if I was to fetch, say, Swamp with that Verdant Catacombs, I still couldn't cast anything in my hand. Rest in Peace. Alright. Rest in Peace is an okay card. They should... maybe not. They could have attacked first, but then I suppose I would not have done anything. So I gotta find... I have a number of ways of killing a Rest in Peace. I've got Abrupt Decay, Maelstrom Pulse, Golgari Charm. 3 different ways to kill it. And it doesn't have a 3rd land as well, which is nice. I can still cycle this, I believe, with Rest in Peace in play. suppose I need to find rest in peace, a removal spell for this rest in peace, because it is really shutting down my Tarmogoyf and my Liliana. Devoted Druid. So I guess I'm cycling the Spell Bomb now. Oh, does this... I thought it was when you sacrifice this. Oh, and it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield. So it's not when you sack it. Okay, so that didn't do anything. That's a learning experience, I suppose. You can't cycle Spellbomb when Rest in Peace is in play. I was certain that was when you sacrifice it. But alright. Good beats, I guess. Could have even held it just to trigger Revolt, but we're not doing that. Jeez. Kill Devoted Druid. I don't think there's a need to at the moment. I've only got one removal spell, so I don't think I can be throwing it about. Maybe we'll just ultimate this Liliana instead. Street Wraith cycle. Jace, that doesn't do anything. I guess it's a looter. Go push Druid. Plus one Duskwatch and pass. Another Reliquary. That's not super threatening with the Rest in Peace in play. So loot with Jace. At least that cycles. I suppose Tasker's nowhere near being cast. I suppose I want to Thought Scar them, actually. Just exile 2 cards from their deck. Drew a Swamp, alright. We are actually at ultimate range for Liliana, which is not something I expected to happen, but maybe this is how this game ends. That would be truly an absurd way for it to end. I would have kept Jace as a potential blocker. I would rather block with Tarmogoyf. And I think the upside of looting into something to cast is too high. It's so strange when all I want them to do is cast a Collected Company. Like that, nothing would be better for me right now than them just to tap all their lands and their Knight of the Reliquary to play a Collected Company. You can path exile my Tarmogoyf. He's only got one one attacker, like this Duskwatch Recruiter was plussed by the Liliana, and I can dispel Path to Exile. I think it's extremely unlikely I would require 2 blockers. So yeah, let's escalate this. -2/-2, and they reveal their hand. So there, and I'm killing the Knighted Reliquary. Actually, I should be activating Geas first. Fatal Push. Well, now do I just kill both their things? Probably. Well, let's make an emblem, kill their things. See, the viewer numbers are rising. Everyone came to see Liliana emblem win a match of Modern. Getting pretty high viewers. 53 is pretty reasonable. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Please follow the stream. I promise there'll be more sweet games like this where we're Liliana embleming people. Zero remedies, right? Loot the Jace. Fatal Push. Don't think they're going to trade here. That'd be shocking. Even if it does slow the zombie horde. There's no reason to kill the Vizier yet, I don't think. I can hold off on it. Non-stop zombie horde! Gurmag Angler is a zombie, so if I draw Gurmag Angler, obviously I can't cast it, but it would create me more zombies every turn. Okay, second Vizier. Glad I didn't Fatal Push the first one. Death Shadow, well, I can cast that. That was impressive. That was sweet. Right, jumping back in for another one.